A Russian anti-war former TV journalist has been disqualified from running against President Vladimir Putin in an election next March. Yekaterina Duntsova wanted to run on a platform to end the war in Ukraine and release political prisoners. Video from the Central Electoral Commission showed members voting unanimously to reject her candidacy on Saturday because of alleged flaws in her application to register. Putin's critics said it proved no one with genuine opposition views will be allowed to challenge him in the first presidential election since Russia invaded Ukraine last February. They see the vote as a fake process with only one possible outcome. Duntsova told reporters her team had trouble finding a lawyer to certify the bid after dozens declined. When she said last month she wanted to stand, commentators described her as crazy, brave, or part of a Kremlin-scripted plan to emulate a fair election. In this interview with Reuters in November, she said, "Any sane person taking this step would be afraid, but fear must not win." The Kremlin says Putin will win because he enjoys genuine support across society, with opinion poll ratings of around 80%. Completing another 6-year term would make him Russia's longest-serving ruler since the 18th century, surpassing even Soviet leader Joseph Stalin. Putin's best-known opponent, Alexei Navalny, is serving prison sentences totaling more.
Yeah, this is the guy that was originally going against Putin, the guy on your screen right there. And right now, he is serving time in a prison way up north of the Arctic Circle, basically in Siberia, freezing his you-know-what off. And this is the same individual that Putin apparently tried to kill by poisoning, but survived it. I don't know how he survived that, but he did survive it. And of course, I feel sorry for this next young lady because I'd hate to see something happen to her, but this is what tends to happen in Russian society.
More than 30 years. His supporters say they don't know where he is.
Yeah, they have found him. He is, like I said, serving in another prison way up in the Arctic Circle. Very difficult to get to, very difficult, if not impossible, to communicate with him. I would say his future doesn't look very good, especially in Putin's Russia. And this young lady that's brave enough to stand up and run against President Putin, she was not allowed to do so. She didn't even really have an easy time finding an attorney. What do they say? She went through 30 attorneys or contacted 30 different individuals and they all declined to represent her? Of course they did. They want to live. They want to breathe. They don't want to be tortured or killed or the same thing happen to their families.